Hi stamping friends, today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful rosette out of the Stampin' Up! Rosette die and show you how to make it using just a 1 1/4 inch sheet of designer paper, the no fuss, no mess, no waste way. Today I'm going to use this beautiful rosette die that Stampin' Up! Has just come out with, and I'm going to show you how to put the 1 1/4 inch piece of designer paper on there and what will happen if you don't do it this new way that I've just created. Alright, the problem that I've encountered is when trying to cut a smaller piece of designer paper that's only an 1 inch and a quarter, is that it will move and crinkle and be distorted on the cutting pad. So in order to line this smaller piece of designer paper up, I took my white gel pen and made 2 marks. That ensures that I will get the correct balance on the design and won't undercut or overcut. So I'm putting my plate on top of the die on the paper and I'm running it through. You can kind of hear that little crunchy. So I ran it through, and as you can see, the paper moved. One end is a lot thinner than the other side, which means that your rosette is not going to line up properly when you fold it and put it together. So now I have a 1 1/4 inch piece of designer paper. I have a piece of scratch paper that is 12 inches by about 3 1/2, 4 inches, and my dado adhesive. So now I'm taking my scratch paper and I'm using my dado adhesive, which is a temporary adhesive, and I'm putting just several little marks, just enough to hold my designer paper. I line that up with the edge, smooth it out, and line it back up the edges with my dot. So now I'm going to take my plate and put it on top of the die and put it in the Big Shot and run it through. Okay, so we've ran it through and we have our edges that match just perfectly, making it come out very evenly, and will make a beautiful rosette. Okay, now I'm going to show you that the cut edge is very even on this one that I just did, whereas the one that we did without the scratch paper was very uneven and would not be usable. Now I'm going to remove the designer paper from the scratch paper, which is coming off very easily because I used the dado, which is a temporary adhesive, and any that's remaining on the strip just can be rubbed off. What's so exciting with this new die is that it scores when it cuts, so that it makes it much easier to fold your rosette and you don't have to use a scoring tool. And it's as easy as that. Now we're going to make the rosette using the pieces of paper that we just cut. Now we're going to attach these 2 pieces together with some Tombow multi-adhesive. Okay, we've glued our 2 ends together, and now we want to glue the other 2 ends together, so we refold our strip just like this, and to make sure that we have the ends together, we want to make sure that it's looking like a mountain and a valley so that it matches all the rest of the folding of the piece. Now that we've glued our strips together, you take the rosette and smush it together, and you take your glue on another piece of cardstock because that's what's going to hold this together, and you're going to hold it down for about 30 seconds. Give that glue some time to dry. And there we have our rosette. Now it's ready for embellishment with a brad and a flower or anything else that you would like to put on it. And this is our finished project, where I took a brad and some punches from the boho punch and made a flower and put the brad through, and I glued that on top. See how easy that was? You avoid the paper slipping and you get a perfect rosette every time. These rosettes are fun and easy to do and can be used on a lot of different projects. If you have any questions, you can reach me at chris@ladyandink.com. Thanks and have a great day.